Hello, fabulous superstar Sagittarius. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of January 2018. Looking at life and love, I am your astrologer, Nadia Shah. Thank you for being here. What an amazing month it is. And it truly is one of those months that I think you are going to be feeling especially amazing. You'll be feeling generous. You'll be feeling open and aware and ready to experience more, especially more love, more prosperity, and just more joy. For some, this is going to take on an energy of healing and closure and options and possibilities for your future, going hand in hand with those closures. And yet for others, this is very much about all the wonderful things that you are bringing more of into your life and that you are moving towards. Now, we do have very powerful eclipses happening this month. We've got Uranus changing signs, and I'll talk about that in a moment. But above and beyond anything else, what I think is going to be most important for you is the fact that it is going to be right around a week into the month that Venus will enter your sign. And as we move later into the month, about 3 weeks in, is when we will have what astrologers sometimes call the most romantic day of the year. This is going to be Venus meeting Jupiter in the sky. And this is happening in your sign. This is going to bring with it a spirit of abundance, of love, of generosity, of possibility. It is going to bring with it a sense that there is more than enough in your life, and there certainly is. But this is also just love. This is indulgence. This is feeling a sense of really wanting to enjoy every experience on a basis of senses, but also on a basis of heart as well. And this is tangible opportunities to move yourself towards greater prosperity and greater love. I do think of all the things happening this week, and yes, it is eclipses that can be very visceral, that are felt most immediately. However, for you, the fact that Venus is going to be in your sign, meeting Jupiter, spending all this time moving towards Jupiter, well, all of this says to me that you will be staying very connected to a sense of the blessings that are available to you and feeling a sense of true abundance in the blessings available to you. So I will talk more about that when we get to matters of love, because it is, of course, going to play out in that realm as well. But I just want to affirm, this is indulgent, so be mindful of that. But the great thing is that it's almost like you have it to give, whether that is moments, whether that is energy, whether that is money. Because of that sense of having so much, you're able to enjoy that much more. Sometimes we like to advise as astrologers to be mindful of overdoing it. However, I do think that you'll be enjoying yourself so much that I don't think there's going to be any regrets. So let's talk about what else is happening in the sky. It is going to be about a week into the month that Uranus is going to move forward. Now, this is the beginning of the end of Uranus moving through a part of the sky where he's been in since the beginning of the decade for the most part. And this is a part of the sky that has to do with your heart and your passions and what you're wanting on a heart level. It has to do with children, and it has to do with creativity as well. And so if you are a creative person, you can expect breakthroughs on that front, whether it's with your creative process or with opportunities to express your creativity, professional opportunities as well. If it is that you are wanting children or you have children, you can expect to experience some progress on those fronts as well. And of course, this can speak to matters of love, which I'll talk about in a little bit. Under the light of this changing of direction of Uranus, we are going to have a solar eclipse, the first of the year, but also the first eclipse of the month. Now, solar eclipses tend to bring with them brand new opportunities. Sometimes it feels out of nowhere. And for you, this is happening in a part of the sky that has to do with money that you earn and money that you spend. So on a more immediate level, this is about financial opportunities that could find you at this time. In some way, this represents advancement, or it represents change. It represents the new and the next, and it looks like there's a lot of excitement around this time. This part of the sky also has to do with being connected and aware of issues of self-esteem and self-worth. And I feel like it's almost like you might need a little bit of a shake-up, a little bit of an awareness of what's happening on a level of self-esteem and self-worth in order to then connect to that Venusian energy of knowing that you are worthy to enjoy your life and to have the things that you desire. As we move later into the month, right around the 21st is when we are going to have a lunar eclipse. Now, this is the last of a series of eclipses in this part of the sky that have been happening for the better part of the last 2 years. This eclipse is happening in fellow fire sign Leo, which is a part of the sky that is your home in the sky. So it has to do with all kinds of things that have to do with adventure, exploration, long distance travel, immigration, citizenship, higher learning, legal matters, political matters, religious matters even are covered here. With a lunar eclipse, it tends to bring with it a measure of closure, things coming full circle, things becoming more clear, understanding the best way to bring a matter to a close, and having things move very quickly in that regard. And so you may hear some good news on the fronts of the areas that I just shared with you. At the same time, this can bring with it a sense that an ongoing process that you might have been in for the better part of the last 2 years truly is coming to a close. You may be perceiving things differently, whether that is a difference of understanding your life, understanding your world, whether it's through a spiritual lens or a literal lens, but it ends up being that much more meaningful to you as you change perspective and feel a shift within your spirit as a result. Now, speaking of matters of love, as I said quite a bit as I started with, Venus meeting Jupiter in your sign is going to be very powerful for you when it comes to matters of love. With Venus moving through your sign for much of this month, it makes it that much easier to attract beautiful and loving moments, whether it's new partners or partners that you have already. I would also add, with that Uranus going direct in a part of the sky that has to do with flirtation and romance, it's almost as if it is through flirtation that you have a wake-up call of sorts. Like all of a sudden you realize things, you see things differently, you have an epiphany as a result of what might on the surface seem innocent on the surface, but you go a little bit deeper and you realize what it could be symbolizing for you. You have a moment, but it really is about you and how it changes you. So for some of you, yes, it may be a moment with a person that you're able to pursue. And as a result, you start tapping into that Venus energy and you kind of go on a journey, a sensual journey at that. For others of you, it could be a moment that ultimately feels like it's opened a door for you that then allows you to be that much more open and aware of the options that are available to you where it comes to matters of love. If you are someone who is dating, getting to know somebody, I feel like that epiphany energy that Uranus provides is going to be an insight into this person. But also it can feel as if matters of love are quickening, are going through a change, and either they're going to leap forward and you're going to be feeling that much more connected to this person as you move further into the month, or you'll decide to go in a new direction, but your realization will come quick and so will the changes. For those of you who are in an established bond, it's ultimately that Venus and Jupiter energy that helps you to bring healing. Where you need closure to certain past topics, you're able to do that. But also this is ultimately about helping you to feel loved that much more. If you are with someone who is not the right person for you, this is a powerful month for allowing change to occur and feeling like you're ready to go in a different direction and doing it in a way that ultimately brings healing to you both. But if it is that you are with the right person for you, a month like this is going to solidify that bond that much more and maybe even help your bond go to another much more deeper and more committed level. What I love about this month for you, well, look, there's so much here to love, but look, it's Venus, right? It's Venus in your sign meeting Jupiter. This is so powerful and beautiful for that matter. You'll be connected to an energy of beauty. However it is that you define your unique beauty, you are moving towards it that much more. And it is a pretty good time for you if you're looking to make changes on a level of your appearance, anything from getting a facial travel to a whole new wardrobe, a new hair color, whatever the case may be for you, you are able to make changes that you will love almost instantly, if not instantly. You've got lots of cosmic support for making changes that you love very much. And at the end of the day, that is what is most beautiful. Knowing that you are accepting of yourself fully, but also celebrating yourself every step of the way. Well, thank you so much for watching. You can get a video like this every week by logging on to nadiashah.com. Sign up to be one of my superstars. Superstars get expanded exclusive video scopes each and every week, unlimited access to special horoscopes, including the 2019 special horoscopes in the superstar space and on my website, and so much more. I look forward to meeting you there. It'll be a great month. Enjoy.